craft room. My name's Julianne Richards and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in southern Tasmania. Just bear with me while I check my volume and everything's popping up where I want it to. Let's have a check there. Apologies, I am not up yet. Where are we going here? I know we're on, looks like we're on YouTube, okay. Can't see where we're popping up in Facebook though. That's not good. Must be there somewhere. Anyway, oh, there we are. Cool. So we're on Facebook there now. Excellent. I can hear my volume, which is good. And excellent. Great. Oh, I've got that. Turn that down so I can't hear myself. I'm going to share it over to my group. Just bear with me for a minute while we get ourselves sorted. We'll share over here and then we'll be right to go. That's the one there. Okay, cool. Awesome. There we go. Okay. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And as you jump on, please say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. And as I say, every week, if it's your first time, let me know that as well. It's great to see how far and wide we actually get to with our lovely little weekend craft sessions. Kay, yes, Kay, you found us, definitely, good there. I know Kay was struggling to find, she wasn't getting notifications during the week, so excellent, you found me. Okay, as I say, apologies, I'm a wee bit late today, probably 20 minutes late, apologies with that, with the Facebook event that I popped up. My youngest was visiting from up north this weekend, and then he said to me, I'll go. I was waiting for him to leave, and he left just at the too early, too late for me to make my 2 o'clock. He was actually getting ready to leave at 2 o'clock, so I thought a bit rude if I said, bye-bye, see you later. Oh, I'm going for live, so I waited for him to actually leave before I popped on. So anyway, Sammy's gone, and then we'll see him again in the next few weeks, but anyway, all good. Okay, so today's crafting, I'm just going to do a couple of very quick little cards with us since we're on our bit later and than we usually are. This Naughty and Nice is a new stamp set that's come available with our online exclusives. The online exclusives that we've had this time have had a bit of a Christmas feel to them. If you pop online, if you pop onto the Stampin' Up website and then search online exclusives, you'll see all the brand new ones there. This Naughty and Nice is a brand new one. It's an interesting little stamp set. It's got some sort of little images there that are really quite cute. A little naughty and nice tick box there you can use. This squirrely thing here, I suppose, is to look like the franking stamp of a postage stamp, so it looks like you've posted something. This little circle here, I looked at it and thought, I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm very intrigued by it, so I'm going to be using that one a couple of times today. And this little banner here, and if you remember from the current annual catalogue, there is a punch that looks this one here. It actually goes with the labelled with love stamp set as a bundle. So it actually fits that brand new little sort of outlined stamp there as well, so you can punch that one out. So really nice little stamp set, one that you tuck away and you could bring out as you're getting your Christmas cards and things ready. And when I got it, I thought, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, but I've had a little bit of a think and a play, and hopefully you'll like what we do together today. Another one from the online exclusives is the Everyday Greetings. Now, I think I mentioned this to you a couple of weeks ago. We have the Greetings of the Season, which came out with, it's a stamp set, it's Christmas-based stamp set, and it's got a whole series of, the bundle has a whole series of beautifully shaped sentiment boxes that go with that. There's ones that fit all those specific greetings. And this one is also fits all those dies, but they are greetings for all year round. So we've got your happy birthday, your anniversary, thanks, congratulations, thinking of you. So again, you can pop all those greetings together with the various, where is it? We've got birthday, you've got, where's the happy? There must be a happy there somewhere. But anyway, there's best wishes, you pop them together, best friend, congratulations, on your big day. You can sort of create a whole lot of different sentiments, sort of popping all those together. And again, they fit that wonderful greetings of the season die set. So that's a great one that you can use that all year round, which is wonderful. Also on the online excuses, and we'll have a look at these today as well, is this little pack of embellishments. It's the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive-backed berries. So as you can see there, you've got the cherry cobbler and the clear, and then you've got the single ones, and then you've got the little clusters of 3 there as well. So you can actually use them to make berries when you're making your holly type Christmas cards as well. So, and one thing else we're going to look at today from the online exclusives is the iconic Celebration 6x6 designer series paper. Now, it's come out at a time, obviously, when we've got some Christmas stuff happening, and there are some Christmas patterns there, some Christmas trees, little sugar candy canes, but there's other things there as well. You just flash through. There's stars, more Christmas trees. So there's Christmas there, but there's also Halloween if you do those sorts of cards. There you go. And there was some hearts, so you could even use it for Valentine's Day, and there's some champagne little flutes there as well. So that's nice paper there across a whole lot of different occasions. And of course they've just got ones there that you can use for, well, there's birthdays there as well. Yeah, so a great little paper there with pack there with paper that you can use for lots of different celebrations as well. So let's get crafting, because I'm sure that's what you join me for rather than just watching me plug product. So we'll start with the card that I popped on Facebook. I've actually got 2 to show you. We'll do this little guy first. So as I said, I was actually, I'm just reading what Sharon said. The happy is in the everyday greetings. Everyday greetings. Is there a happy there? Maybe I've missed it. Happy thinking of you, birthday, anniversary on your birthday. Congratulations on your birthday. Or is it in this one? You might have to use the happy out of that one, the greetings of the season. So use them in conjunction with each other. Yeah, you're probably right, Sharon. You probably use them in conjunction with each other. Okay, so let's go on this one. Yeah, so this little circle of, it looks like it's a, to me it looks like it's a candy cane, but it's been formed into a circle. So it's sort of like a wreathy candy cane. So I'm not quite sure. Anyone watching from the States, if you know what that is supposed to represent, please reach out and let me know. It's very cute, whatever it is. I tried to turn it into a wreath, and you'll have a look at, I'll show you my, my attempts at turning it into a wreath shortly. But we're going to make this one together, and it is as simple as can be. So let's have a little go. So I have my cherry cobbler card base. Now, cherry cobbler is a colour that I very rarely use, but I use it a lot at Christmas time. So yeah, I don't know if that's just me. I don't tend to use it for like 10 months of the year, and then at Christmas time I use it a lot. So there's my cherry cobbler. I'm not going to do many Christmas craftings after this until we get our new mini catalogue, because I realise that while some people are looking towards starting their Christmas cards, it's still 5 or 6 months off, so we're not going to get too carried away with Christmas. Okay, so we're going to grab the little circle here, our little circle candy caney thing, and my block. Pop it onto my block. I'm going to use my cherry cobbler ink, and I'm just going to, on this little piece of white cardstock here, I'm going to just randomly pop some circles all the way around on the background. So starting about there. It stamps beautifully. As usual with our stamps, the quality is wonderful. But I'm just going to pop those, be very careful here. Love my glass mat to pieces, but you do have to be careful if you stamp onto it like that. Normally I'd put a piece of grid paper or something underneath so that it doesn't transfer, but I'm being a bit lazy today, and I'll probably pay the price. just popping those around. Another couple. There we are. So just a whole lot of those little candy caney circly things all the way around that piece of cardstock. There we go. So that's our card base or backing, our background there, just like that. Okay, one more that I'm going to pop on this piece of scrap of cardstock, white cardstock, just like that. And then I'm going to grab my black ink and a really cute little wrapped in the north, wrapped with love. It's a black, it's a little circle there. It says wrapped with love, probably meant for a gift tag or something like that, but I think it just looks so cute in the centre of this circle. Like so. And then the great thing about this little circle is that if you have your, I don't think it's 1.5. No, if you have your 1 3/4 punch, circle punch, which I had here, yes. Oh no, 2. Your 2-inch punch. Oh, I didn't think it was the 2-inch punch. Oh, no, let's show that. Where's my 1 3/4 gone? Is that it? 1 3/4. I knew it was one of these. Yes, the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. You can just punch this baby out. Here we are. Then what I'm going to do is I've got, you may have seen it in here, there's a little bow there, that one there. So I've already stamped in black and fussy cut my little bow. I'm just going to grab my cherry cobbler blend and colour him in. Nothing fancy, I'm not going to do any blending, I'm just straight colouring him. This is going to be, this is like a quick, easy card. Colouring him in. I actually probably thought I could have stamped it on a actual piece of cherry cobbler cardstock and then wouldn't have had to colour it, but had that thought second. Too late. There we go. So a little black and a red cherry cobbler bow there. I'm going to pop this all together now and it's done. Basically, I'll put a little white panel inside, of course. This on there. Yeah, some dimensionals on the back of our little circle. To there. Just taking the place of one of our stamped ones that we did before. Grab a little bit of glue and pop our little bow on. There we are. Then I'm going to use the little single bling from the cherry cobbler berries. And pop those around and this card is done. Not much to that one at all. Pretty easy. And I love the red and the white together. I think they are the best combo. Well, blue and white. I like blue and white better, but red and white's a close second. There we go. So that's an easy card. I can see you could churn those out as quickly if you wanted to. You probably wouldn't need the little bow if you were churning them out in bulk. But yeah, definitely a good one to make if you're making sets of cards for people to give for Christmas, or just to give away or something like that. So there we go. So that's the first card today. Very, very simple. Just me getting to terms with the stamp set and seeing what is possible. Okay, so the second card we're going to do is an envelope card. And I'll show you my original that I've popped together. Oh. This little one here, we did a blue version with a He's All That in a class a few months ago now. Here we go. So I'm using the circle again, as you can see. The circle with the thing. I'm using that new designer series paper there. Their whatever it's called, Iconic Celebrations designer series paper. I've used an embossing folder that was a couple of years old. Sadly, it's not. I don't think it's with us anymore. But it was a Christmas themed one that had a lot of Christmas pictures. But you could use whatever embossing folder you have that you think's appropriate. The designer series paper flicks under that little catch there. When you open it up, the card is like that. Okay, so we're going to do this one. I think it's just an envelope card. I don't know what you'd call it. I can't think of anything better to call it other than an envelope card, because that's what it looks like. Okay, so to make this one, we have just a single piece of cherry cobbler, and that is 5.5 by 4 and 1/8. And then I have a piece of white, and it is, I've got to remember what it is. I'll measure it here. It is, I think it's 7 3/4. So 7 3/4 long by 5 1/4 wide. So 7 3/4 by 5 1/4, and it's scored in the centre. I think that's 3 7/8 is where it's scored in the centre, and half of it has been popped through the embossing folder. So you see one half of it's plain, and the other half has been popped through the embossing folder. So there you are. So that's how you get that sort of half embossed, half not sort of feel. Then I have a 3 3/4 inch piece of the designer series paper from the Iconic Celebrations, that little square there. And I'm just going to either use your trimmer or just by hand, just fold that diagonally across halfway. So match the two corners together and score it halfway. There we are. There we are. So I'm going to be using that side. Different to the original one, I used the little candy canes for this one, but I thought I'm going to try the more cherry cobbler colour for this one. So what we need to do is grab our, very simple to put together once you've got that all together. So this is the front and the plain is the back. So what we do is we attach that square of designer series paper to the back of that. We're going to glue that. So just glue on that back part of that triangle. Okay. I'll pop the measurements to this one if you're interested. I'll pop them up into the description so you can get the measurements and refer back to this video. So there we are. So we've got that there. So you can see the embossed panels at the front, then there's the plain part of the panel, and then that is glued to the back. So when that closes over, it closes over like that. Then what we do is take that whole piece there and we glue it to the panel of cherry cobbler that we had before. There we are. Move that a wee bit. There we are. Okay, so that makes our little envelope. Now, as our catch, and this is where our gorgeous little stamp comes in. I'm going to grab another, just a scrap of our white and my cherry cobbler again. I'm going to have the circle in cherry cobbler. There we are. Then, rather than that little wrapped with love one, I'm going to use there's a little one here that refers to the from the North Pole elves, which is cute. I'm going to pop that in the centre of our circle, just in black. Just get rid of these off my block. So I'm going to keep thinking about this stamp set, work out if there's other things that we can do with it, what other things we can do. I think it's going to be it's very much a gift tag type, that sort of stamp set. So I'm sure we'll see it pop up for that. So from the elves of the North Pole, from the North Pole elves, it says. Then I'm going to have also stamped and fussy cut, which is the only downside. The little hat and the little feet from the stamp set. So there, I'll bring them closer so you can see. Oh, don't lose them, Julianne. There's a little Santa hat there, a little elf hat, and some little shoes there as well, so little legs with some shoes. So I've stamped those in black and fussy cut them. And I'm going to colour them in, give them some colour. I'm going to use my light shaded spruce, because this is an elf, not Santa as such. If that was supposed to be Santa, I'd make them red, obviously, but this is an elf hat. So green there, and I'm going to make his shoes, so his shoes are going to match his hat. Very stylish elf. Little shoes as well. There we go. And nothing too fancy there. I'm not actually going to do anything shading wise. I'll cut out our circle. So again, I'm using my 1 3/4 inch punch. There we are. Then I'm going to grab a scrap of cherry cobbler and the next size up punch, which will be the 2-inch punch. Yes. And I'm just going to punch a piece of cherry cobbler. So then our little circle there will sit on top of our circle of cherry cobbler. I'm going to then add the little hat and shoes as well. There we are. And this is this little sealing, little catch that keeps our envelope closed. There's that little hat at the top. And then these little feet I'm going to pop down below. I left them, they were actually stamped. They stamped together, but I'm actually going to separate them so that they're 2 separate feet. And I didn't do it until now because I didn't want to lose them. I knew that something that little would get lost. So now that it's time to add them to the card, I will separate them. As I say, you could keep them together, but I like them separated so that you can see the pattern behind them. So they're going to sit at the bottom. Not that you can see very much at the minute, but I will show you shortly. A couple of bits of glue. Probably should bring my camera down when we're using little fine things like this. 2 little legs. 1, 2. I'll bring that a little bit closer so you can see. There we are. Very cute. Now we'll get some dimensionals on the back of that, but we can't. The thing that's too important when you're making these envelope cards is that you only pop dimensionals sort of around 2/3 of it. so that you leave a gap under here so that this little flap of your envelope can tuck in and under. If you put dimensionals all the way around, you're not going to be able to tuck it under, and it sort of defeats the purpose. So I will just pop dimensionals, whereas I probably would go 4, I will just pop 3 and keep them down the bottom half. And then bring that in over there. And then that flicks in underneath and under there like that and closes our card off, which is really, really cute. Okay, some bling. Yeah, we'll use some bling. I might not use I've been using, I don't know if you've been watching me lately, but my new philosophy is use what you have, because I've got so much stuff that I'm never going to use it all. So I'm going back to some of the old retired ones and using them. So these are the red pearls from the old festive pearls. I just wanted something red basically, and that's what they are. I'm just going to pop some of those around. I'm sure many of you watching have got packets and packets of festive pearls in the stash that you can call on when you need to. Okay, so there we are. So that's our little envelope card. There's the other one here. Now I've got pearls everywhere. Okay, so there we are. Really cute. You could actually, if you wanted to take that a wee bit further, you could pop a little envelope behind it and turn this one into a gift card holder quite easily as well. But it's a cute little design, just a little bit different as a slightly different fun fold. There you go. So we've used our designer series paper from the online exclusive. We used our Naughty and Nice stamp set. And for this one, we've used those new pearls as well. So that's the other design. Now, as I mentioned, I did try and turn this into a little wreath. So that was my attempt at that. Basically, I just stamped it as we have just then with the cherry cobbler. I then grabbed I think it was might have been my wild wheat blend. Yeah, I think it was my wild wheat blend, and just coloured around, in the gaps there, just to make it look like it was a red ribbon that was wrapped around a sort of a wreath made out of some sort of whatever they're made from. Pop the little bow back on there and then I added some bling as well around it. So I haven't quite worked out what to do with that one yet. I'm sure it'll find its way onto a card, but that's the sort of thing I was trying to work out, how to turn it into a wreath. So I'll watch and see what other people come out with as well. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to show you guys today. Nice and quick and simple, and hopefully you'll see that stamp set has some lovely possibilities as well. Well worth getting into the stash for the upcoming Christmas holiday season. So there we are. As I said, it's called Naughty and Nice, and I've totally lost it. Here it is. It's called Naughty and Nice. There you go. So grab that one. It's an online exclusive. Okay, so thanks for joining me on this freezy Sunday afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all again during the week. Okay, bye guys.